welcome to another episode of Trust Check. On Trust Check, we bring you weekly reports on false information in circulation that garnered a lot of reactions. My name is Hajara Hussaini. It is now evident that fake news merchants always take advantage of trending issues to pursue engagement, and that is why on the show, we remind you to always double-check the information you receive before sharing to reduce the spread of fake news in society. Let's take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll take on the claims. Amid the coup plot against President Mohamed Bazoum-led government in the Niger Republic, a video has been circulating on Facebook and YouTube claiming that the Nigerian finance minister was crying over money laundering allegation. According to the captions of the video, it said he was arrested by the military in the country and threatened with execution if he failed to give an account of state finances. The video has been shared multiple times on Facebook with the caption, Niger Republic's alleged finance minister Ahmed Giroud, after being told by the military government to account for the country's stolen funds or face execution in 48 hours. Let's take a look at the video. On 26 July 2023, General Abdurrahman Chiani, head of Presidential Guard, was announced as the country's new leader. Chiani, who has headed the Presidential Guard since 2011, said the coup was the military response to the degradation of the security situation linked to jihadist bloodshed. But ECOWAS had on Sunday given Niger coupists a one-week ultimatum to restore democratic order in the country or risk military action. However, in response to the ECOWAS threats, the Niger military issued a warning about the consequences that will flow from the foreign military intervention. In verifying the claim, we established that the current Minister of Finance in Niger is Ahmed Giroud, who is a light-skinned, as against the dark-skinned individual in the video. A further analysis of the video using the Google image reverse search revealed that the clip was first posted in December 2021, mostly on Facebook. A user posted in Hausa and it translated to, former Minister of Justice Maro Amadou is crying for joy after being appointed as Niger ambassador in Ethiopia. Others posted in French and it translated to them calling him a hypocrite. In a bid to find a longer clip with a better explanation, a search via Invid revealed a video of the former minister wearing the same outfit and being interviewed. Using the translate option, he was seen complaining about the crisis in the country and the slow response from the government. In the comments section, some called him out for not speaking up for years. Others said he is only speaking now because he was no longer a part of the government. Based on available data, we can confirm that the claim that the Nigerian Minister of Finance, Ahmed Giroud, has been arrested is misleading. The video in circulation is that of the former Minister of Justice, Maro Amadou. Another video surfaced claiming the Nigerian embassy in the Niger Republic was set ablaze by a crowd of protesters. We analyzed the video to confirm the authenticity, and here's what we found. We observed that the video was captured when supporters of Niger's coup attacked the French embassy in Niamey, the country's capital, on Sunday, July 30, 2023. Surprisingly, multiple international media outlets reported the development. We further found that the Nigerian ambassador to Niger has debunked the claim in a statement made available to the media on Saturday, August 12, 2023. So the claim that the Nigerian embassy in Niger was set ablaze by protesters is false. Still on the Niger Republic coup, a video was circulating with the claims that the ousted Nigerian president, Mohamed Bazoum, was freed by members of the Presidential Guard who illegally detained him as they announced a coup on national TV. The video was shared on WhatsApp, Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. In verifying the authenticity of the video, we discovered it was posted on May 4, 2023, months before the Niger coup in July, making the claim false. Moving further, a 47-second video was shared on social media, especially on WhatsApp, suggesting that the US President Joe Biden confirmed that former President Muhammadu Buhari died 6 years ago. The video purportedly showed Sophie Raworth broadcasting on BBC. She was seen reporting on a UK migrant scheme in Rwanda, after which she switched to Biden, allegedly saying that Nigeria was ruled by a dead man for 6 years. This claim is not the first to surface about the former president of Nigeria. Let's take a look.
Nigeria is the only country where a dead man has been rolling as a president for 6 years without them knowing.
In a bid to verify the video, we analyzed it using the reverse image search, and the results showed that the video of Biden is deepfake. Further checks revealed the change in the contrast and a jump cut in the video. In an extended version of the same news report, Raworth was seen reporting about other issues, but nothing came up about Nigeria or the former president. Based on available information, we can say that Biden did not confirm that Nigeria has been ruled by a dead man in 6 years, and the BBC did not carry such a report, hence the claim is false. Now to our Need to Know segment, we'll be talking about X, formerly Twitter, and how its ad revenue program may further fuel fake news circulation in society. The giant social media app X, formerly Twitter, launched its ad revenue sharing program for content creators worldwide. The program's development has been in progress for some time. Elon Musk announced its launch in February. According to Musk, the revenue sharing was an initiative set up to incentivize and support content creators who have built substantial followings and engagement on the platform by offering a potential source of income for them. For users to be eligible to participate in the X revenue sharing program, they will need to pay $8 per month for the verification badge, have at least 500 followers, and must have at least 15 million impressions on their cumulative post within the last 3 months. While this is a welcomed initiative for creators to make more money, it is a nightmare for fact-checkers. The spread of misinformation and disinformation using social media platforms like Twitter is not new. Individuals have constantly used X to spread fake information solely for engagement and traffic on their account, and now they are getting paid for it. The 2023 general elections in Nigeria can be taken as a case study, as there was an increase in the use of social media to spread fake news, X inclusive. Joining us today is Afolabi Adekayaoja, a research analyst at the Center for Democracy and Development, CDD, to tell us more.
Historically, platforms that have rewarded this level of attention or impressions have usually been platforms that have not necessarily been reliable or even just known for the level of information that's being shared. So usually places like YouTube, for example. But then X, formerly known as Twitter, used to be well known for the fact that it was a repository of information. It was where many news platforms could really share breaking news and information and important information on a real-time basis. So many citizens and many followers and many users of the app would actively follow what was going on, trending news by engaging on the app. Now, if we have a situation where people are actively trying to get more impressions, then there's now that tendency for people to try to sensationalize news in order to get that level of attention. Regrettably, bad news still sells faster, still goes more viral. So it's even more likely that we will get more unverified news information that just keeps going around without the necessary level of of attention and level of verification. Now, there are community notes which provide a very good avenue, at least relatively, in trying to curb this. But then the fact remains that it's still a device that can easily be ignored or even not even substantiated itself. So it still brings back to the fact that if people see that, people see where the news is already going, the damage that could be caused would already be much more disastrous by the time any of these notes or any of the verification processes now come into play. The second thing, which is a big concern, is the fact that you're not relying on followership. So historically, before the new verification process on Twitter Blue, there was still the process where only those who are verified, usually public officials or media practitioners, would have been verified with the blue tick badge, and then that conferred on them an added level of authority and legitimacy whenever people heard their news. Now, the fact that anyone can actually get a Twitter Blue badge by just paying for it means that the level of authenticity is now whittled entirely. We've already seen instances of people trying to impersonate other accounts by having the same name, but then just having their own badges put in place because the other people may or may not have paid for that. So it now provides this level of uncertainty. We don't know who it is that's actually sharing information or what it is that they're actually sharing. And in some cases, that could even be the difference between trust and mistrust, especially in society where information is quite important. That now leads to a fact where people might even just start getting more followers just because they are known for spreading particular forms of information. And then that now leads to a third and quite concerning aspect, especially for a country as fractured along political lines like Nigeria. What is likely to happen is that we will now see more echo chambers being reinforced. So people are likely to now follow accounts that they know they are more related to, either in terms of their political leanings or even just other forms of factors that they consider. So you could have accounts that are much more prominent for followers of Tinubu or Baptist, for example, or even Obedience or Articulated or Kwankwasia, or even any other group that is prevalent. It means that what X originally was, which was a platform for that level of dialogue and engagement that is really helpful in any maturing democracy, will now be gone, because people are now likely to just stay and stick to the news that people are peddling. Now, if it is true, it even just reinforces a particularly skewed narrative, because it won't be as balanced or as thorough as it needs to be. And if it is false, then it just reinforces that sentiment that could even be much more disastrous in trying to form a much more cohesive and a much more united country. So ultimately, these are very trying concerns that the ex-revenue processes need to have, especially in a mature democracy like Nigeria. Some of the big concerns that now really come to play in terms of how the platform itself really tries to curb this. So besides the fact that it is already going to incentivize people to share information, it's now about how this information gets checked, and especially any sanctions that are meted against people who are proven or who are determined to have spread false information. If somebody spreads something that is particularly wrong and it is excessively checked and they have a pattern and a record of doing that, then they should be sanctioned and they should possibly be removed from such a revenue program. That would, at least in its own way, encourage people to be much more, at least to verify the information that they share, knowing fully well that even the original incentive could be removed if they don't do that. Another method is even just in making sure that there are much more independent partners that X works with to try to really authenticate what it is that is being spread. So it could even be, news organizations that are verified, CSOs and organizations that actively try to curb and to check this information, so especially in areas as sensitive as politics and even just general media information. It's really key that these issues are actively, monitored and even just evaluated and just reviewed. Now, no doubt there will be some controversy or there will be some concern because of the way news is reported. So it could even be the same thing. It could be facts that are skewed, and that's something that we really can't control. But what we can control is when the facts themselves are ever wrong. If a situation where, let's say, a building has collapsed or a plane has crashed, and then we are now reporting different numbers or misreporting where it is, or misreporting how it even happened, there are some issues where there are undeniable facts, and these facts are what ultimately we expect that that people will see, hold, and then use that to evaluate how they want to process or how they want to receive the news. And potentially, what could even be done is even if either through the algorithm or even through any of the community notes, recommendations, is to try to show other forms or other sides of the conversation to try to really stir and really encourage people to have that debate and to even just spread their sources of information a bit more. So if you've gotten news from one side, trying to balance the other, and then even just actively promoting news organizations that have been proven to actively cover news objectively as well as possible, instead of just being particularly skewed in one direction or the other.
While we bring you weekly reports on false information in circulation, a simple way to shield yourself from fake news matchings is by verifying the information you receive before sharing to reduce the spread of fake news in society. For more on the fact check, visit www.trustcheck.dailytrust.com and follow us on all our social media platforms at Trust TV News. Until I come your way next week, my name is Hajara Husseini.